Hi, I'm Corey Thomas, and I'm going to be discussing the topic of teamwork. So, I broke the topic of teamwork down into three main points that I'll be discussing: what teamwork means to me, how can teamwork improve our everyday lives, and teamwork versus independent work. And teamwork versus independent work is going to be like pros and cons. So, what teamwork means to me. According to Google, teamwork is the collaborative effort of a group to achieve a common goal or to complete a task in the most effective and efficient way. Teamwork to me means dividing the workload among multiple people to make completing a task easier. That's the big part to me is teamwork makes things easier. Teamwork is a great tool that can be utilized to save time, not work as hard, and possibly have more fun or at least a better attitude that you know you're not the only one stuck doing a difficult task. And using teamwork, in my opinion, is always the most efficient way to get a task done, no matter what it is, really, if done correctly, of course. So, how can teamwork improve our everyday lives? Well, we all have a routine, a set amount of things we do every day, and we plan meticulously out how long each thing will take to complete. If we start applying more teamwork in our everyday lives, potentially a lot of time can be saved from the day to day. Just think about your morning routine. You have to take a shower, you have to get dressed, we have to make coffee, you have to cook breakfast, and normally do a few oddball jobs before you can start your day. If available, another person starting their morning routine can be a vital way to save some time. So basically, what I'm saying there is, if someone were to be getting ready in this at the same time as you, while you're getting ready to go to work, they're going to school. You both team up. So instead of doing teamwork on like getting dressed, one person makes the coffee, one person makes the breakfast, and then neither of you have to do each of those yourself, saving the whole step for yourself. And now you both have coffee, you both have breakfast in half the amount of time. Another thing I'd like to touch on is the attitude change we have when working in a group or in partners. Yes, a task can be very difficult and annoying, especially by yourself if you're just going to be sitting there, no one to talk to. Um, but I think it's very important to point out that you're not the only one. Teamwork takes away the mentality of this whole I got to do this by myself mentality, and it just eases the mind. And I always feel like it helps if you have a specific due date, you know that both of you are going to be able to get it done because there's two of you working on it. All right, so now going into the pros and cons of teamwork and independent work. We all know that when we have a multiple, we all know when we're having multiple people work on a project that it will be completed much faster in comparison to doing it single-handedly. Um, but I'm fully aware that not a lot of people work well in teams, or maybe they just don't like working in teams. Um, However, uh, when executed properly, teamwork will always be the most efficient way of completing a task. And I'm one of those people personally. I don't like working in a group. I feel like I do much better on my own. However, I do know that it takes a lot more time and a lot more labor in whatever the task I'm doing to do it alone. I just prefer to do it that way because it takes less time. And when I say when executed properly, teamwork that is, I mean that the team gets ready to complete a task. Every single person on that team is 100% clear what the task is and how they're going to complete it. So no, there can't be any confusion. No one can um, be unclear on how they're supposed to do something, how they're supposed to be um, just one of the hands working on the project. Because if not, then they're just not going to get it done, and then someone else has to step into it, and that takes longer. So, for an example, I said, say you want to build a car completely from scratch. You know that you can build that car from the ground up. You can sand it, paint it, exact color you want. You can make sure all the little fine details are clean because it's just you looking at the car. You see everything, and you can do it that way. You can completely build it from scratch all on your own. However, it's going to take forever. Say you get four friends working on it though, and they all know exactly what you want. You say, I want this blue color, I want this these type of wheels, I want this windshield. You divide that work up. Each person does a different part of the car, and it'll all come together at the same standard you want it to, but it won't be um, take as much time to build that car. And any conclusions that I have, I just want to say that teamwork um, is the better option, in my opinion, for getting tasks done in comparison to independent work. However, independent work is still very necessary, and I wouldn't rule that out over teamwork. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.